Blind Date with Jon Hiseman. Jon Hiseman reviews the sounds of June 1969.
I'm free.
I love The Who, and I think Keith Moon is a complete gas. But I didn't think that whoever was singing here had the mystical quality needed to get this kind of song across. I have heard nothing but good things about the opera, but listening to a track out of context is a bit difficult. This particular one just isn't for me at all. About Keith Moon though, he's had lots of acclaim from the punters, but nobody seems prepared to take him seriously musically, and they should. I know this is going to sound very funny, but it sounds like someone doing an impersonation of early Elvis. What gave him away was the pronunciation of the word only. There's a Peter Sellers record where he took off Elvis, and he pronounced only in exactly the same way. It's got exactly the same echo as those early records by Elvis as well. Who is it? The Beatles? This is a desert island disc. I'm sure you're doing this to me deliberately. Who is it? Procol Harum? Well, a whiter shade of pale was superb. And they're supposed to be wonderful on stage. I don't think that this will be a big hit for them though. That's Anthony Williams on drums, goofing on 8 excessively. But that cymbal sound is superb. Where could he dig up that piece of rubbish? He must have found it on a junk heap. It was Miles' sound that gave it away for me. I thought it was a very bad rock drummer. But as soon as Miles came in, it all slotted back into context, which must mean something. I don't like Tony Williams. He's a wonderful drummer, but the feel that he gets gives me the horrors. That was wonderful though, but it sounds as if it was recorded on Miles' tape recorder. Is this Elvis? Great. It takes me back to my school days. I once got into a terrible argument in the dinner queue at school over Elvis. I can't remember whether I was defending or attacking him. Some bloke had taken an opposite view to mine anyway. There was this scuffle, and it all ended when this other fellow's elbow ended up in the pig bin. I don't know who it is, but it's too much. Very unpretentious and straight down the line. It has that abandon that's difficult to get unless you've been on the road. In Britain, only the pop bands can get this kind of thing across. That's always been our hang-up with big bands here. You never get to play together long enough. I'm not a particular fan of the Harum band, but I enjoyed this very much. The drummer was a bit too tight for me, but it was very good. Is this a group? What are they playing? Who is it? The Bee Gees? I'm not familiar with their work, and nobody whose judgment I trust has said to me that I must listen to them. I don't understand the purpose of this record. Don Ellis. This shows once again what I meant about going on the road and playing 5 nights a week. There's been some tape editing there. The drummer suddenly changes to brushes, and you can't do it just like that. In common with the Buddy Rich band, this band lacks solo strength. All the great bands such as Ellington or Basie haven't just been berserk bands, they've had great soloists too. Nowadays, all the good soloists seem to be in the small groups, and it's a bit of a drag. If whoever it is can get up on stage and give a good performance, that's what matters, not whether it's gonna be a hit or not. That's all. I enjoy this very much indeed. I know what they're trying to do, and I also understand the mechanics of what they're trying to do. For example, I don't know of any drummer who can bring off what they were trying here, to imply a rhythm and still be free. Not even Elvin Jones can do it. And the only way I think it can be done is to multi-track. Lay down something basic and then record the horns over it. Who was it? I like Archie Shepp, and I dug the band he brought over here. I enjoyed that very much.